The 1-Year Chronological Bible in the King James Version, March 27th. The towns Judah inherited. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah according to their families. The uttermost cities of the tribe of the children of Judah toward the coast of Edom southward were Kabzeel and Edar and Jagur and Kinah and Dimona and Adadah and Kadesh and Hazor and Ithnan, Ziph and Telem and Bealoth and Hazor, Tada and Kiriath and Hezron, which is Hazor, Amam and Shema and Muladah and Hazar Gaddah and Heshwan and Beth Palet and Hazor Shual and Beersheba and Bizjothjah and Bela and Lim and Ezem and Eltolad and Chesil and Hormah and Ziklag and Madmanah and Shanah and Leb-Aoth and Shoham and Ain and Rimmon, and all the cities are 29 with their villages. And in the valley Eshtal and Zoriah and Ashna and Zanoah and Engannim, Tapua and Enim, Jarmuth and Adullam, Succoth and Azekah and Sha'araim and Adithaim and Ged-Erathaim, 14 cities with the villages. Zenan and Hadashah and Migdalgad and Delene and Mizpah and Joktheel, Lachish and Bozkath and Eglon and Kabon and Lahmaim and Kithlish and Jediroth, Beth Dagon and Naamah and Makkedah, 16 cities with their villages. Libnah and Ether and Ashan and Jephthah and Ashna and Nezib and Keilah and Aksib and Marsha, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron with her towns and her villages, from Ekron even unto the sea, all that lay near Ashdod with their villages. Ashdod with her towns and her villages, Gezer with her towns and her villages, unto the river of Egypt, and the great sea and the border thereof. And in the mountains, Shamir and Jatir and Succoth and Dana and Kirjath Sana, which is Debir, and Anab and Ashtimoth and Anim, and Goshen and Holon and Giloth, 11 cities with their villages. Arab and Duma and Ashhin and Janam and Beth Tappuah and Aphekah and Humta and Kirjath Arba, which is Hebron, and Zior, 9 cities with their villages. Meon, Carmel and Ziph and Jetah and Jezreel and Jokdeam and Zanoth, Cain, Gibeah and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages. Hahul, Beth Zur and Gedor and Maarath and Beth Anoth and El-Tikon, 6 cities with their villages. Kirjath Baal, which is Kirjath Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Arba, Middin, and Ka, and Nibshan, the city of salt, and Engedi, 6 cities with their villages. And for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out. But the Jebusites dwell with the children of Judah at Jerusalem unto this day. The inheritance of Ephraim and West Manasseh. And the lot of the children of Joseph fell from Jordan by Jericho unto the water of Jericho on the east, to the wilderness that goeth up from Ker, which goeth up from Jericho throughout Mount Bethel, and goeth out from Bethel to Luz, and passeth along unto the borders of Archai to Adaroth, and goeth down westward to the coast of Japletai, unto the coast of Beth Horon, the nether, and to Gezer, and to the goings out thereof are at the sea. The land given to Ephraim. So the children of Joseph, Manasseh, and Ephraim took their inheritance. And the border of the children of Ephraim according to their families was thus. Even the border of their inheritance on the east side was Adaroth Adar unto Beth Horon the upper, and the border went out toward the sea to Mikmetha on the north side, and the border went out about eastward unto Taanath Shiloh, and passed by it on the east to Jaohah. And it went down from Janohah to Adaroth, and to Naarath, and came to Jericho, and went out at Jordan. The border went out from Tappuah westward unto the valley, and the border went out from Tappuah westward unto the river Kanah, and the goings out thereof were at the sea. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Ephraim by their families. And the separate cities for the children of Ephraim were among the inheritance of the children of Manasseh, all the cities with the villages. They drave not out the Canaanites that dwelt in Gezer, but the Canaanites dwell among the Ephraimites unto this day, and serve under tribute. The land given to West Manasseh. There was also a lot for the tribes of Manasseh, for he was the firstborn of Joseph, to wit, for Machir the firstborn of Manasseh, father of Gilead, because he was a man of war. Therefore he had Gilead and Bashan. There was also a lot for the rest of the children of Manasseh by their families, for the children of Abiezer, and for the children of Helek, and for the children of Azrael, and for the children of Shechem, and for the children of Hepher, and for the children of Shemida. These were the male children of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, by their families. But Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, had no sons but daughters, and these are the names of his daughters: Bela and Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. They came near before Eleazar the priest, and before Joshua the son of Nun, and before the princes, saying, The Lord commanded Moses to give us an inheritance among our brethren. Therefore, according to the commandment of the Lord, he gave them an inheritance among the brethren of their father. There fell 10 portions to Manasseh, beside the land of Gilead and Bashan, which were on the other side Jordan, because the daughters of Manasseh had an inheritance among his sons, and the rest of Manasseh's sons had the land of Gilead. The coast of Manasseh was from Asher to Mikmetha, that lieth before Shechem, and the border went along on the right hand unto the inhabitants of En-Tappuah. Now Manasseh had the land of Tappuah, but Tappuah on the border of Manasseh belonged to the children of Ephraim. And the coast descended unto the river Kanah, southward of the river. These cities of Ephraim are among the cities of Manasseh. The coast of Manasseh also was on the north side of the river, and the outgoings of it were at the sea. Southward it was Ephraim's, and northward it was Manasseh's, and the sea is his border. And they met together in Asher on the north, and in Issachar on the east. And Manasseh had in Issachar and in Asher Beth Shean and her towns, and Ibleam and her towns, and the inhabitants of Dor and her towns, and the inhabitants of Endor and her towns, and the inhabitants of Taanach and her towns, and the inhabitants of Megiddo and her towns, even 3 countries. Yet the children of Manasseh could not drive out the inhabitants of those cities, but the Canaanites would dwell in that land. Yet it came to pass, when the children of Israel were waxen strong, that they put the Canaanites to tribute, but did not utterly drive them out. The children of Joseph spake unto Joshua, saying, Why hast thou given me but one lot, one portion to inherit, seeing I am a great people, for as much as the Lord hath blessed me hitherto? And Joshua answered them, If thou be a great people, then get thee up to the wood country, and cut down for thyself there in the land of the Perizzites and of the giants, if Mount Ephraim be too narrow for thee. And the children of Joseph said, The hill is not enough for us, and all the Canaanites that dwell in the land of the valley have chariots of iron, both they who are of Bethshean and her towns, and they who are of the valley of Jezreel. And Joshua spake unto the house of Joseph, even to Ephraim and to Manasseh, saying, Thou art a great people and hast great power. Thou shalt not have one lot only, but the mountain shall be thine, for it is a wood, and thou shalt cut it down. The outgoings of it shall be thine, for thou shalt drive out the Canaanites, though they have iron chariots, and though they be strong.